If you want your artwork or text to look like it truly belongs inside a photo, one of the fastest tricks in Photoshop is the realistic blend effect. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use it step by step so you can make graphics blend naturally into textured backgrounds without looking flat, pasted on, or artificial. If this tutorial helps you, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more quick Photoshop tips and editing guides. Now let's jump in. First, open your Photoshop project and make sure your graphic is sitting directly above the textured background image in the Layers panel. This is important because the whole effect depends on how the top layer interacts with what's underneath it. If your design is floating on a plain background, the blend effect won't look realistic. So place your text, logo, or graphic right above the image you want it to blend with. Next, change the blending mode of the graphic layer. For darker designs, try multiply. For lighter designs, use screen. And if you want something a little more vibrant or dynamic, overlay can work really well too. Each blending mode affects the layer differently, so don't be afraid to test a few options and see which one fits your design best. Right away, you'll notice the graphic starts to feel more integrated with the texture beneath it. Now for the real magic. Double-click the empty space next to your graphic layer's name to open the Layer Style panel. Once that opens, look for the Blend If section at the bottom. This feature is what allows Photoshop to hide or reveal parts of your layer based on the brightness of the layers underneath it. It's one of the most powerful tools for creating a natural-looking composite. Here's the key step that makes the effect look believable. Instead of dragging the sliders normally, you want to split them. If you just move the sliders straight across, you often get harsh, jagged edges that make the effect look fake. To reveal background shadows, hold Alt on Windows or Option on Mac, click the left black triangle and drag the right half toward the center. This tells Photoshop to gradually let the dark parts of the background show through. Then, do the same thing on the opposite side. To reveal background highlights, hold Alt or Option, click the right white triangle and drag the left half toward the center. This helps the bright areas of the background blend through the graphic naturally. When both sides are split correctly, the effect becomes much smoother and your design starts to feel like it's part of the scene instead of sitting on top of it. Take a moment to adjust the sliders slowly. Small changes can make a big difference, so move them a little at a time until the blend feels realistic. If you push them too far, parts of your graphic may disappear too much. If you don't move them enough, the effect may still look too clean and digital. The goal is to find that sweet spot where the texture of the background is just visible enough to create realism. Once you're happy with the blending, there's one more finishing touch that can help a lot. Go to Filter, then Blur, then Gaussian Blur. Add a very small amount of blur, usually between 0.5 and 1.5 pixels. This softens the hard digital edges and helps the graphics sit more naturally in the image. Even a tiny blur can make the blend feel more polished and realistic. After that, zoom out and check the overall result. Your graphic should now look integrated with the texture, with natural highlights, shadows, and softer edges. This technique works great for posters, mock-ups, social media graphics, logos, and creative photo edits. Once you learn how to use it, you can apply it to so many different Photoshop projects. So that's how to use the realistic blend effect in Photoshop. It's a simple technique, but when you combine the right blending mode, the Blend If sliders, and a touch of blur, the results can look incredibly professional. If this video helped you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next Photoshop tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.